Love taking Chloe for her morning walk. Getting ready to go to my girlfriend's hen's party. Morning guys, it's almost 10 now. I didn't get out of bed till 9 o'clock this morning. I ended up being quite sick last night. I was up until about 2:30 in the morning in the bathroom, and it was just rough. I haven't had a night like that in a really long time. So it kind of caught me by surprise. I have been trying to eat and do really well this week, but I did cheat last night. I picked up takeaway on the way home, and usually this takeaway doesn't bother me, so I don't know if it was that or whether I'm just getting sick. So I don't know if it was my stomach reaction to a celiac thing. Usually I can tell straight away, because one of my first symptoms when I have like a gluten contaminant issue is that I get a headache straight away and then I bloat severely, but that didn't happen. It just, I was getting ready to go to bed, and then had to go to the bathroom, and then I was stuck in there for ages and just couldn't get to sleep. It was really uncomfortable, and so I'm glad I've got my kefir recipe down now. It's taken me about 3 goes to get the right consistency and the taste that I like, but I've got that down now. But I didn't have it yesterday because I was still brewing it. So I didn't have any of that before bed, which I have been for the last couple of weeks. And that's actually really helped my gut health, which I've really appreciated. So this morning I thought instead of anything else for breakfast, I would do a kefir smoothie that I made. And so I just added chia seeds in it as well, because that will help keep me feeling fuller, as well as there's a whole bunch of health benefits with the chia seeds. So I've let it soak for 10 minutes in here before I've been drinking it, but bottoms up. It's actually really good. I like the tangy yogurt taste in the smoothie, so I like it. Yeah, so we've had a really wonderful but busy week this week. So I had a breakfast date on Thursday with a girlfriend, and it was just nice to catch up. We haven't really caught up one-on-one before, so it was really nice to be able to do that. I had my friend's hen's party, or a bachelorette party if you're in the States, on Saturday night, and that was a lot of fun. We went to the Crown Casino. got to get all dressed up, and these are just a really great group of girls. So yeah, I got to dance the night away and have a great time, and felt really good. And yeah, then Sunday was my cousin's engagement party. So I had been running some errands this week, picking up a couple of things to help with decor and organising. So I have to admit, I skipped church on Sunday morning, and I'm still feeling a bit like something's missing this week. So I've not done that before, not in a long time. So that's something different to get used to, is that was even an option. So because I had a really late night on Saturday night, I was actually able to sleep in till about 8:30, 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, take Miss Chloe for her walk. Then I had to bake some cookies for the engagement party, get all the decorations, get down to the venue at 12 o'clock, and then I helped set up. So then I think I ended up leaving there because it was like an afternoon thing. I left there at about 7:30, and it was just really nice to see how happy and everyone was enjoying themselves. And I just loved that I was actually able to help my cousin put that together. She was very grateful, which I always get embarrassed about because I don't offer help unless I mean it. So for me, it was a pleasure for me to be able to help her out. I really enjoyed being able to do that. And honestly, the event planner part of me has missed some of that organization stuff. So having a project to help out with was really great for my state of mind this week, having something to focus on. And then Monday morning, first thing, I went down to Fremantle and caught up with a different group of girls for breakfast. And again, just doing a great catch up. So that was wonderful. But it's been busy. Like, I'm not working, and I feel like I'm just as busy as if I was with different things. And so I don't know whether just all of that was a bit much. And then I had training after, on Monday night. So we ended up being home at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday morning. Had a couple hours to get some projects done around the house and try and tidy up. And then I had to get ready to head off to training. Training was great. I felt like we had some really good install stuff happening. I am feeling a little sore today between our Saturday morning new training session time that we had, and then just on Monday night, my hands are feeling a little worse for wear. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. I've got a couple of bruises and stuff. I mean, bruises are always part for the course in training, but yeah, my hands are, I think they felt worse on Sunday than they do today. The bruises have come out, so they look bad. But I just feel like finally we're getting some breakthrough at training. We've got quite a few new girls this season, and so hopefully some of us re-recruits from last year are helping out the newer girls with getting their stances and techniques and just the feel of the game, because it's very different. A lot of these girls have never even really seen or watched an NFL game before, let alone play gridiron or know the rules. So it's kind of been good to be able to impart a little bit of wisdom or knowledge about the game. The little that I have, I can pass on. So just been enjoying getting to know those girls. I have to admit though, amongst all the fun, I've tried to be really sensitive because obviously I'm been trying to lose weight. So just being, not for you, Chloe, just been trying to make really sensible choices. So knowing that we were going out, I would eat really healthy and try and feel full first. I would factor in, enough calories to get me through the evening or the day or whatever. Just made healthier options. Try to drink lots of water. But yeah, then last night I was really sick, and the frustrating part about it is that this week my weight has stagnated, and so it hadn't really shifted. If anything, it went up 0.1 gram or 0.1 kilo or whatever on the scales during the week. But after being sick last night, I weighed in and I've actually gained half a kilo. And so this is the weigh-in. Today is my weigh-in for, week 2, I guess. And I've gained, like, out of the just over 1 and a bit kilos, I've now lost less than a kilo total because I've gained some. And the really frustrating part is that my stomach is flatter, my legs are firmer, my butt is firmer. Like, I'm just feeling firmer and fitter all over. And normally, that would be enough progress for me to see that inches are moving or centimeters are moving, and that I am getting firmer and my endurance is a little bit longer and all that kind of great stuff, because they're good milestones. But that's not going to help with the IVF process. They are specifically looking for a magic number. And so many years I spent staring at the scales, because I've always struggled with my weight since high school. And I've just in the last couple of years got to a point where I've learnt to be happy where I'm at. And yes, of course, I can strive to get fitter, be healthier, lose a bit of weight, all that kind of stuff, because it is necessary. But be content with what my body is doing at the moment. And so to kind of have trained myself to try and be okay with how I'm looking and feel good about myself, but then now have to revert back to staring at the scale for improvement. And I know, especially when I'm getting fitter, because I am solid, because I am muscle heavy, especially doing gridiron with my legs, the scale doesn't always represent me getting healthier and fitter. And so, yeah, I've gained half a kilo, but I've lost centimeters and I'm firmer, but that doesn't matter. So now I've got 2 weeks to lose over 2 kilos according to the scale, so I can start my meds. And that's a little hard to get my head around. So I find I'm grasping at straws. Like, yes, I'm adding chia seeds into my diet, and I'm making kombucha tea to get ready to add that in for more gut health than anything, because like I said, I do have stomach issues because of my celiac stuff, and I've become like lactose intolerant over the last like 6 months plus. So it's all more for health and that. But I'm reading online quick weight loss tips, and I'm still doing the apple cider vinegar in the mornings, and I'm doing all these things that honestly aren't, it makes me feel better overall for other reasons, but not weight loss wise. And I don't want to be grasping at straws. I want to be healthy. That's the number one thing for me. I want to get healthy. I've always been bigger. I've kind of lumped up like, okay, that's part of me. Like, I'm just a solid girl and I'm okay with that. But now my focus has to shift again to the scales. So please keep me in your prayers. This coming week is going to be a tough one, because I'm going to have to up my cardio. I'm going to have to lower the calories and lower my portions even more so than I already have, and hope that my body doesn't react in the opposite and gain weight, because that's happened to me before. So if you've got any tips, and maybe you've got PCOS or any other things that kind of affect your hormones, because that really does affect my weight loss issues. If you've got any tips, I would love to hear them. So can you leave them in the comments? And let me know what works for you. But that's pretty much my week. It has been full on. and fabulous, and I've just loved it. And yeah, so loving all you guys. And if you are walking the same path, doing IVF, getting ready for it, or you're just going through infertility, know that you are loved and supported. And I'm just praying for all your bodies, that they work how they're supposed to, and that you get the help and support that you need. So till next week, guys, I'll see you